Most men have no idea how close they are to being deeply desired, yet completely overlooked. And it's not because they're not good enough. It's because no one has ever taught them how sexual obsession truly works in a woman's mind. This is not about manipulation. It's not about tricks, fake confidence, or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about understanding female psychology so deeply that who you naturally are begins to trigger desire on its own. Here's where most men lose the game before it even starts. They think being always available makes a woman value them more. It doesn't. It makes you predictable. And predictable doesn't create desire, it creates comfort. And comfort kills sexual tension. You see, women might appreciate safe, but they lust for emotional intensity. That spark. That edge. That feeling she can't quite control. Desire so intense that she thinks about you when you're not around. Desire that makes her crave your voice, your energy, your presence, even when the room is silent. If you've ever felt invisible, like you've been doing everything right, being kind, respectful, available, but she still doesn't choose you. It's not because you're lacking. It's because you've never been shown what actually sparks sexual obsession in her mind. In this guide, I'm going to show you exactly how to become the man she can't get out of her head, the man she wants to give herself to without you chasing, begging, or changing who you are. Most men believe, if I'm always available, she'll like me more. The truth? That makes you predictable. Predictability kills sexual tension. It creates comfort. And while comfort is nice, comfort is not obsession. When you're always there, always texting back instantly, always ready to hang out, you remove the mystery. And without mystery, there's no room for desire to grow. She needs to earn your attention, not feel like you're throwing it at her for free. Have you ever wondered why some women can't stop thinking about a man who treats them inconsistently? It's not because they like being hurt. It's because he gives them a cocktail of emotions, excitement, frustration, unpredictability that they can't fully control. That emotional contrast is addictive. And unless you know how to create it in a healthy, grounded way, you'll keep losing to men who understand the tension of seduction better than you. Here's something most men don't realize. Sexual tension isn't created by what you say, it's created by how you say it. When you look at her like a man who wants her, without apologizing for it, she feels it. When you speak slowly, with calm power and deliberate tone, she feels it. When you hold her gaze just a heartbeat longer than normal, and then glance away with a subtle smile, her mind starts to wander. You've planted a thought. And once it's there, she'll keep replaying it. Here's the real secret. When you remove all the mystery, you remove all the hunger. When she always knows what you're doing, when you'll text, and that you'll drop everything to see her, she stops craving you. Why? Because there's no tension. There's no uncertainty. And desire feeds on uncertainty like fire feeds on oxygen. You don't have to touch her to turn her on. You have to make her crave the idea of being touched by you. Speak in layers. Say things that could be innocent, but with the right tone, she knows they're not. Let her imagination do the work for you. If she knows she can have you whenever she wants, she will stop craving you. Desire is born in uncertainty, in knowing she wants you but not being sure she fully has you. Have your own life. Your own priorities. Your own sense of purpose. When she feels that you're complete with or without her, your presence becomes a privilege, not a given. Women get addicted to emotional range. One moment you're calm, composed, and mysterious. The next, you're playful. Teasing, maybe even a little bold. This keeps her guessing. If she's guessing, she's thinking. If she's thinking, she's feeling. If she's feeling, you've already won. Physical contact should never be rushed. Start slow. Let her body lean in. Touch her hand a second longer than necessary and notice her reaction. When you do escalate, make it feel inevitable, like every moment before was leading here. That's when the connection feels like fate. Sexual obsession isn't about being perfect. It's about being the man who affects her emotionally without ever needing her validation. Most women aren't starving for compliments. They're starving for presence. That rare masculine energy that doesn't flinch under pressure. Doesn't try to impress her with words. Moves her without needing to say anything. This energy can't be bought. It's built. It comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you will never tolerate. When you carry that energy into every room, she won't just want you. She'll fantasize about you even when she's with someone else. She'll scroll through your old texts late at night hoping you'll message again. She'll hear your name and feel it in her body. Because women don't obsess over men who are easy to read. They obsess over men they can't fully figure out, men who give them tension and space for their imagination to run wild. Your next step. Stop focusing on chasing women. Start focusing on becoming the man she can't stop thinking about, even when she tries. Once you master this, she won't just want your body, she'll crave your energy. Your presence. The way she feels when you're near. And when she compares every man after you. They will always fall short. Walk like you know who you are. And she will come back to you, again and again.